Hi everybody, and welcome to another Music Monday from the organ loft of First Parish in Lincoln. Today I'd like to chat with you about a couple of the characteristics of the instrument, one of which I mentioned, I believe, in the first episode or program a few weeks ago, and that's the ability of the organ to sustain sound. And the other is the fact that it doesn't matter how hard you hit the keys on an organ. For those of you who don't know, it doesn't make any difference to the sound. So we have these two elements, the ability to sustain sound, and then, as it were, the lack of ability to make any difference by how hard one strikes the key. So those two elements are really essential in organ playing to understand how to make that work in our favor, and it also explains why a lot of organ music is written in the way that it is. So if you listen to a well-known hymn, I'm going to play this really without any articulation at all. Now contrast that with this. I think you notice quite a difference there. So I had an organ teacher once who said to me, don't think about playing notes. Think about playing the silences in between notes, because when you think about it, with a sustaining sound and an inability to make a hard accent by hitting the key harder, all you really have are the gaps between the notes to play with. So if you take a 4/4 bar, or 4 beats in a bar, like this, if I play them like this, number one, you can't really hear very well the difference between those notes. If I play them like this, it sounds rather stolid and marching quality, which is not what we want in music. Not always, anyway. So how do we achieve variation and shape in 4 beats? The way that one does it as a basic idea would be to make the first one longer, to make the first one with an accent on it, the second one a little shorter, the third one longer but not as long as the first one, and the fourth one short, the shortest in fact. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's an exaggeration, of course, and you would temper that with the mood and character of the piece. But this is an essential ingredient of organ playing. And I've chosen a piece here to play for you, which I think demonstrates it pretty well. It's a 17th century piece of music by Henry Purcell, the great English musician. And the first 4 notes are exactly what I just played you. These are the first couple of measures. Not the most inspiring tune I've ever heard, but Purcell brilliantly decorates each of those notes with some surrounding notes, but keeping these notes as the main notes so that we can hear that structure and make it into something really rather exotic. So those are the first 2 bars of the Voluntary for double organ by Henry Purcell, which I'd like to play for you now. A double organ sounds weird, wonderful, and complicated. It really wasn't. It was just 2 keyboards with contrasting sounds, and that tune, as it were, comes back many, many times throughout the piece with the hands playing on different keyboards. And in the last section, as the grand finale, the keyboards come together. So hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much, and see you on the next one.